Hello, everyone. It's Jeanie. Today is day 23 on our money game, and we are putting $23,000 into our account. And today is a little bit different setup because I've had some people contact me about some emotions that they're having as they go into this money game, as they give themselves permission to have what they want. So I think this is a perfect time for us to talk about emotions and to also do what is a very effective practice, which is called EFT, which is Emotional Freedom Technique. And if you're not familiar with it, what it is that we have meridians of energy on our body. They go vertically and they go horizontally. And where they connect is called a meridian. And if you've ever had acupuncture, know about acupuncture, that is where energy is stored and it's released through needles or pushing or whatever. So there is a whole technique that allows us to own our feelings, to get it out, to love ourselves anyhow, and to set new intentions. So that's what we're going to do today. I have two examples, and I may give another one, I don't know, but we'll just see how it goes. But one was a participant said that she is really getting with the money game, but she realized that what she's doing now is putting money into her own singing career that she's put on hold forever, and she's hiring musicians and all of that. But she said, I realize instead of feeling joyous and excited, I feel a little bit, kind of ticked off. And I feel like these people, I should go, nah, to you who didn't believe in me, that you were dismissive of me. And she said, I really want to talk about dealing with these emotions because I am positive this is why I haven't done this up until now. And what I want to tell you all is that all of our emotions are our emotions. They're ours. Nobody can think our thoughts for us, and nobody can feel our feelings for us. So if we believe that we feel snippy about it, or we feel like, hey, look at me now because you've been dismissive, the reality is we've probably been dismissive of our own talents and our own abilities. I have another participant, and for real, she had this past week, the ceiling in their garage came down and they had to spend $1,800, which was okay. And she said when the man got there, the contractor, she asked him about this fence. And you remember she was talking about getting a fence for their backyard because they have a pool. And so he gave her a quote of like $9,200. And she said, I knew at that second that I was actually going to get the fence too. So she's been talking with her husband, but she's had a little bit of guilt over this, kind of like, wow, that's $10,000, that we're having to spend. And even though we can do it, but she got into the whole justification thing. Well, at least I'm giving other people work. And, what I want to talk about is justification just sucks the life out of everything. It just takes all the joy out. We don't have to justify anything. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of how to do the EFT tapping. That's why I've got both of my hands free today. You start out with what is called the karate chop, and you can use either hand. I'm right-handed, so I use this. And you do the setup statements, and the setup statements are, even though I am hiring musicians and getting my singing career on track after all of these years, I feel snippy and I feel like people have been dismissive of me. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even though I have worries around this. And I know that this is why I have put this off for so many years, and I feel bad about that. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even though I find myself in a position now where I want to feel joyous and I don't yet. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And then what you do is you start with your insides of your eyebrows, just lightly, just tap this. And when I'm working with somebody, they repeat everything after me. I say it, I pick up their words, I say it, they repeat it. So this would be, I want to feel joyous, but I feel snippy. These people have been dismissive of me, and that makes me feel terrible. And then the next one is outsides of your eyes. When I look at all the time I've wasted, it makes me feel awful. And I really wish I could get over this. and then under your eyes, very, very lightly. Just saying this out loud makes me feel better. Underneath your nose, I know that the time is now for me to make a change in my life, and I can use this money game to make some real shifts in my emotions. I am tired of feeling stuck. I don't want to be stuck anymore. I want to use my voice. I have talents, and I'm a little bit upset at myself that I haven't allowed myself to have it. Then on your collarbones, I am determined to do what I want to do and to have fun with this whole process of music and singing. And then underneath your arms, I know that this nonsense is going to stop right now. I want something different. And then at the top of your head, and I mean, you can do several rounds. I'm just going to do quickly. And then you say, I know all of these things are true because I said so. And then just take in a deep breath. So now let's talk about the woman with the fence. And so hers might go like this. Even though we had to replace the ceiling in the garage and we didn't want to put it on our insurance and we did have the money to pay it, I knew that it was a big hit, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. When the man came, the contractor, and I got a quote for the fence that I've been wanting forever, and he quoted $9,200, there was a part of me that was scared to spend this money, but I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm justifying it by saying I'm giving people work, and I know I don't have to justify it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I have been feeling guilty. I have been worried about spending this money. Even though I have this money and it is liquid, I've had to talk my husband into it. And I don't like that feeling. But knowing that I'm going to get what I want makes me feel better, because this is something that I have wanted forever. And that makes me feel good. And just saying this out loud makes me feel extraordinarily better. And I am so excited to know that this fence is going in. And I have to stay out of my justification that's going to help my property value and it's going to put people to work. All of that is true. But the bigger truth is I want and need a fence. We need some privacy. I love having a private backyard. I love having a space where I can relax with my husband and my children and my grandchildren and my friends and have a really private, beautiful backyard. I know that I have created this. And I knew the minute that he came to fix the ceiling and I got a quote that I was going to have this fence. I know that this is what I have created, and it makes me feel really, really good because I said so. So if you go back and listen to this, I invite you to say those words after me, even though you're not probably doing your music, or maybe that's not a deal for you, maybe a fence is not the deal for you. We all have stuff stuck in our bodies, and so just going along and tapping and saying that, and then doing the tapping on your own stuff. I've had some people say, I don't know if I'm really doing this as well as other people have done it. I don't know if I'm really making as much progress. And so, that would be, even though I don't feel like I'm making as much progress on this money game as others, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm not sure I'm doing it right, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though it has been hard for me to get focused to know what it is that I want and what that makes me feel like, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Having years of uncertainty and not being focused has really derailed me, and I'm sick of it. I'm not doing it anymore because I know that when I hold on to those feelings of unloving and unworthiness and not doing it right, it keeps me stuck. Saying this out loud makes me feel better. I am now giving myself permission to be unstuck. I know what I want. I want to feel better. I want to travel. I want to do things. I want to have emotional freedom. I want to have financial freedom. And by golly, I am. I am moving in that direction. I am creating new systems and it feels good. I am creating new neural pathways and that feels good. New habits and that feels good. And I know that I am worthy. I deserve this, just like everyone else deserves it, but I am the only one who can think my thoughts. I am the only one who can feel my feelings. So I choose to feel better. And I do feel better. I am committed to go the course and to change my life. And I know this is true because I said so. So I hope this is helpful to you. Give me your feedback. If you want to do some tapping around specific things, let me know. I'm spending my $23,000 today. I'm paying off the rest of that little business loan that was like $11,000. So I have $12,000 and I've decided to choose 12 women and help them with, if they're flying in from somewhere for a Be Now retreat and maybe coming from other countries, I'm going to give them each $1,000. That makes me feel so good. So have an awesome day. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 24. Take care, everyone. Thanks.